Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with another stop on our rousing world tour, around the world in 30 days hop. And I'm back in Portishead for this layout today. I'm using this sketch, which I have already used. This one should look very different. It's got a square area in the middle. Mine's going to be rectangular. It has a single photo. I'm going to have a grid on top of this rectangle, and it has banners, and I'm going to have other things, still some vertical elements. And I'm working with a lot of Sweet Rush by Vicki Boutin, and this is from Spectrum Sherbet. And because the photos are of me and some crafty friends, I have a few bits and pieces from the Let's Get Crafty collection, and from this is all from the Mind the Scrap June kit. I've got a photoplay sticker sheet that has lots of what I would call uplifting kinds of images, including, I really love these kites, and this sunflower is awesome. I'm going to save that for a page about John, though. And I've got a banner from Simple Stories Boho Baby, which is from, I believe, the July kit. And I'm going to add some, these are not my colors. These are not the colors that are going to be on this page. So I'm going to overlay some other flags. These will be like shadows, is kind of what I'm thinking that they'll look like. So let's see what we end up with. I have already matted my photos, and I've printed and matted them. I have 3 square ones, and then I have one that's rectangular, and I may put it this way just to be different. These are longtime friends that I met in person for the first time when I was in Bristol in the UK back in June. So I've put foam behind this. Let me get things started. I'm using this sheet of paper from Let's Get Crafty, and it has all these. The other sheet of paper I have like this, I'm going to cut out those hexagons. But for right now, I have a plan for this, for a layout I may do for Sunday, or I may do on Sunday for next week. So anyway, this, I'm using the ledger side of it, and the lines in the ledger paper is pale pink. The lines are kind of this pumpkin-y orange, and I'm gonna place this kind of a little weighted a bit that way. Which gives me an opportunity to maybe do some things over here. It's also the way the sketch is arranged. And I don't know yet whether I'm going to do like a square frame. There are lines naturally in the paper that I really don't want to mess with. So I thought I would arrange them in the order in which I met these lovely people. Well, actually, I kind of want to move them. Let's say we move them here and break that line there, and here we break the line a little bit more, and then I can do some embellishing there, and then I do this and this, and then that gives me a space here for, let's say, a title, and let's say this is the title. And it fits kind of right in that little spot. Or do we instead want to go this way? And, you know, line them up everywhere except kind of right there. And then put this here and some other embellishments there. I like this better. So let me get these things glued down. And I want to be careful about how I place them. I want them hanging over evenly. And in case you don't recognize them, if you're a long time Mind the Scrapper, you may. This is Claire Thomas, who is on the Mind the Scrap design team. I'm going to put that there. I could also use a saying as a title. Life is better when you're laughing. I should have figured this out, but let's do the vertical bits. Since I've weighted the photos over to this side, even though this is over on this side, I have options. I think I'm going to put what's the background pieces. I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to cut that right there and have the long piece there and the shorter piece here. And you notice I'm not doing the banner pieces, so that must mean I've got my bunting or banner look from someplace else, and I showed you that, my idea there, so we'll see how that works out. How that works out for me. Trying to make sure I've got that lined up with this so it looks like a continuous piece. And I'm going to do the same thing with this arrow. I'm going to have the tail overlapping there, and then the arrow piece right here. Okay. And in the Crafty stuff here, I've got a couple pencils, and I thought those might be cute to do that same thing so that they look like really long pencils. And I've just got them kind of slightly underlapping this arrow. And I've got this other skinnier pencil that I thought I might do like that. I will try that like that. I still don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay, and here's the bottom. Okay, and I want to use this, but I have to figure out I want to use this too. And I think that, putting that yellow bit there tells me that I want the yellow rather than the pink vellum. I'll use that pink vellum someplace else. So I'm going to do this. I want it overlapping the photo. And I know the photo is on foam, and so it's got to kind of stick up there, which is why I'm going to press it down here. Now, I have this, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use it here, and then this can go here. Yeah, let's see where this bunting bit is gonna go. And I'm going to I want to do it right here. And that means that this is maybe going to be what holds it up, quote unquote. So, first thing I want to do is get little bits of foam to go under at least a couple of these. This is and I also want to figure out where my flare is going. And I have picked out a few pieces that kind of play up the blues and oranges. I'm going to put that, let that kind of stick up, and now I want to do this to make it look like it's holding that, and I don't have any glue under here so that I can put my twine there. Now, let's get the twine. Should I do the black and white? Yes, there's black in here, so I'm going to do the black and white. I'm going to lift this. Actually, I'm going to take that up. That's actually not a bad idea. I will do it. I'll just kind of have it twirled around, not following that line. I think that would look nicer. I'll put a little glue here to kind of anchor it there. And I'll put some more. Well, it's gonna stick to the stickery part there, and that's perfect. Now we'll put this down over that to look like it's holding that up. And now I'm going to place, I have punched out some out of the Spectrum Sherbet. I punched it out of this area down here, which is a nice orangey bit on one side, and then it picked up the pink on the other side. So I'm going to alternate those and kind of place them. I don't think I'm going to pop them up. I'm going to kind of just get them where they're sort of touching that black line. And I'm going to alternate pink and orange without regard to what color is underneath. And I have no idea. And then once they're glued down, I can tease the ends and get them to kind of curl up. So we have some double layered bunting, but this is a way that I take a something from a collection that's not exactly the right color and kind of make it work. It's luckily that collection is like filled with neutrals, so that helps it work. Okay, let me get this under there, and it keeps moving around. And I want the black and white to kind of go over it. Okay, and now we have a pink one. Okay, now I'm going to hold right there and tease up that end, and it's an exaggerated bend, but it'll flatten out. Okay, so there, we've got that on. This hasn't been nailed down, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it up on 2 layers of foam so that I can get a flare up under it. Excuse me. It's awful early in the morning here. I was not able to sleep, so I kind of want it overlapping the photo there. Gonna do this flare. This is kind of an orangey wood grain, and I'm gonna run the wood grain this way, and because there are lines, I kind of want to get it, make sure I get it parallel, which it was not there. Okay, I want a play on, okay, I have one more vertical element that I was maybe going to use. Let me see what that looks like underneath that arrow. I don't think I need it. I'll save it for another page. I could use it on the side here, but I think I'd rather tuck in some embellishments. So the blue polka dot will appear a different time. I've got this little, it was part of a word strip that said repeatedly, "Let the good times roll," and I used part of that strip, so it leaves me with a single phrase sticker, and I like that idea. I'm going to put it up on a little phone. It's a completely different look from the first layout I did with this sketch, and I know I say this every time, but Lisa's sketches are like that. They give you a starting point, an idea, and like I said, this sketch was meant for a single photo, but you can do a grid, even a wonky grid like this one. Okay. I'm just going to kind of center it between the flower and the flare. And then I'm going to start taking kind of craft related icons and sticking them in, because that is how we all know each other. I'm going to go there, and then I can do some other embellishing. I've got I'm going to repeat this kind of green color, and I want to use this when we are together. Where would I want to put that? I'm going to put it back on the put it back on here and see where we go from that. I'm going to put these things in the rack so that I can see what I have. I'm very tempted to use this sign that says lions, monkeys, and zebras. And it would have been kind of cute there, but it has that red in it, which is nowhere else in the collection. But I do like the Oh Snap speech bubble, but it's on the wrong side, pointing the wrong way. So I may just have to use a strip down here. I like that monkeying around, but again, not sure where unless I did it something like that. That looks like it might work. So let me put that one aside because I think I'm done with it. Is there anything? I think I did see something on here. I like the wood grain little tab. Not feeling. It's, you know, it's certainly a baby-oriented one. And those sayings don't necessarily relate to Crafty ladies, but I do want to use a kite from the Photoplay sticker sheet. And because this sticker wasn't cut absolutely perfectly, I'm going to distress it. There was a little bit of the white line showing, and it would have been really hard for me to cut that off evenly. So I'll just, and I know this green is different from this green and this green here, but I think it will work. Okay, now let's look for some more craft related stuff. Here's a black and white photo album or layout album, and I have lots of these. I have a lot of my albums are black and white striped. Not all of them, because I do not have a problem with mixing colors and patterns. I'm gonna put that right there and let it kind of stick up. And I think I can get a flare under there. And I'll get one that kind of matches the blue that's in this piece of ephemera. So there. And then there's this little ink. Here is a oh, that would work there nicely. Whoops. It's a little holder with scissors and and ruler and pen. Okay. And let's see what else. I saw a few things. Here are some rolls of washi tape that would add some pink over to this side. And I can maybe work that. Okay. And there's a flower, a couple flowers, scissors. I like the idea of working scissors into the mix. I've got those these pens up here, or pencils up here, so maybe the scissors could go there, and I'll do a little bit of foam to hold them up a bit. And I'll put them over into the photo area. And maybe that's, ooh, some more washi tape. Or I could take a, ooh, that's cute. It's like a traveling case. And since part of it will be hidden, I think I'll cut it in half, and I can use this on another page. And I'm going to put some foam on this. And that kind of brings some of the embellishing down here. I'm going to put this ink here because the colors were too similar with this washi tape. So the washi tape, I think I'm going to use this washi tape and put it right over here. It says, let the good times roll, and I'm ending it with some washi tape. I need... Okay. That's cute. I think that's all that I want from this collection. So let me get it kind of pulled together. There's a stapler, which could maybe go, I'm going to leave it where it is. And then look for some other embellishments. I'm going to kind of put that aside right there. And I do want a kite. I also have this flare that kind of seems perfect right in here. Okay. I'm not feeling it there. Maybe I've got flare here, and maybe I'll do one under the scissors by the film. There we go. Okay, and I need a small icon there. And I kind of like the kind of square-winged butterfly, but I also, there's this little bird that's kind of cute right there. So let's go with that. I'll kind of prop it up there on the flare with its little feet down on the grid. Okay, let's see what we have. I want one of these kites. And I'm not sure where I want it. Maybe I'll put some foam there and bring it in with the into the vertical elements we have going on up there. This is a perfect opportunity for a bit of a cluster. So I'll do that and kind of set it right there. And actually I want to bring it down so that this overlaps the photo cluster. I'm trying to kind of get that. Okay, that's good for me. And then there is there's a spray of flowers that I was thinking might go somewhere over in here. But I kind of like that it ends with the craft supplies there. So maybe I'll take a single flower, like this one, and kind of have it over here by the lemonade. And I'll put a little bit of foam under it. What a wonderful evening that was. Just, I can't even say enough how special that was. I like this blue and orange butterfly, and I like this orange heart to maybe do something right up in here. So I'm just going to have the heart sort of over. No, I'm not. I'm going to put some foam. I'll put foam on both of them. Okay, there. And then we're almost done. Because we're at a marina and you can kind of see the masts on the sailboats there, I also have this little bramble fox, you know, the flywheel there. Let me so it looks like we're crafting and sailing and generally laughing and having a whale of a good time. Just add a little textural element that's different. I've also got this bit that says perfect, but I've kind of filled up the top area there, so I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I'm done with this sticker sheet. Now I need jewels. I need gems. And what gems do I want to use? I kind of like these tiny orange ones. They're perfect color to bring out that background. And I haven't used those before. So let me do that. I also have an idea on using sequins. I'm going to use some, not the really tiniest ones that are connected, but these. And I'm going to go for right there by the orange things there. I'm going to do one here by the bird. And I'll do this one here by the craft supplies, just kind of adding a little jeweled look to the clusters. And I'm going to do another one. Maybe where would this one want to go? If you were this jewel, where would you want to go? Here by this flower. And I think they stand out. When they're that small, it's always, you always worry about whether they're going to be seen. And I have some sequins. This is Don't Rush Me. And I thought I would do the sequins in the film strips, which instead of grouping them with the jewels. So I'm going to go for some green ones here. And then I'll throw in one accent color. So here the accent color is going to be this little bright orange. So monochromatic, except for this orange one. Okay, and up here I'll do a similar thing with just 3. And I've got that. In this case, that lime green will be the accent color. Let's see. I know now here I'm just going to do 2. And I think the accent color that I put up there will be this large kind of orangey yellow. Okay, I believe I'm done. Let's make sure I have everything I need for the Mind the Scrap. It's a travel photo, so it works for around the world. And I'm going to see, I need string or twine. Well, we have that. A sketch, we have that. And sort of followed it. And then bunting, which we've done right there. Black cardstock, which is what I'm added the photos in. And gems, which we've got kind of scattered about on the outer areas there. So kind of mixed a bunch of different collections here. It's easy because Emma puts them together in a kit, and she's a genius. And so I don't have any problems mixing things from one kit to another. So I'm happy with this. I will write some journaling. Right here looks like a good spot for the date. And it was June 16th. That was a banner sort of day. And the story of meeting Emma for the day, the story of that day will be in a, not exact, yeah, sort of a title page that is going to have a lot of typed up journaling. And that won't be a page that I'll publish, but that will go in the album. So it doesn't bother me not to do a whole lot of journaling with the story in the individual pages. So thank you for watching. And by the way, that's Claire, and this is Lillian. Lillian is the team leader for another team, one of my competing teams. And this is Sue Davis, who's just, that's Ava's Welch Auntie Sue, and Jenny Penny, who is the funniest human on the planet. She's just awesome. And so I love this page. It means a lot to me, and Fun Always is a perfect title. So I could put perfect on there and that would work. Or would it? I could do this. No, it's not. It's not working. I'm going to leave it alone. Bye.